Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays Slay the Spire. Yesterday's daily we won. Wasn't that hard. I mean, we did have like relics from every bit of combat. Today's, we did get down to 1 HP at one point. Lethality. So we're strong and enemies are strong. Enemies drop more gold, but we can't upgrade cards. Start with 2 colorless cards. Seems easy enough. I want to point out, by the way, Tyler Glale, coder, programmer, software developer. Yeah, I guess he's a game dev. Helped make, or made The End Is Nigh. I never want to say, like, he made it, because, like, he constructed it, but it was designed by somebody else. I'm trying to take as much credit away from him as possible. No, what I'm actually trying to do is say that I don't know if there were contractors that did meaningful work. Because, look, okay, he's a pretty cool guy. He's on Twitter. He tweeted me and said, hey, I beat you. Look at my score. And then I was looking at the picture, because I was like, what do you mean you beat me? I haven't done the daily yet. And some other dude or lady took my name. So somebody else is rolling the name Isaac Baby. Very rude. You know, get ready to hear from my lawyer at probably yesterday. If he gets off his lazy butt. There it is right there. That's not me. You can tell the name's not in green. So I've changed my name. Now I am the real Isaac Baby. And I will change it on the regular to ensure a fair leaderboard situation. Mind Blast is so good. Does Mind Blast, we learned this before, but the upgrade makes it innate, right? So we have to find a way to upgrade this if possible. Make it innate, add every single card to your deck. Yeah, no problem, Ruka, just knock over everything on the desk. It's no big deal. Sadistic nature, whenever you apply a debuff to an enemy, they take 3 damage. I mean, it's a power, so it's good. It's a power for 0 that has no downsides whatsoever. Sign me up. So apparently the high score strat is as many elites as possible, and if the elites coincide with question marks, or sorry, let me put it this way, if 2 paths tie for number of elites, you want the highest number of question marks. So if we want to fight 2 elites, which is, wait, yeah, it's the best we can do. We want to get the most question marks, go this way. Alright, let's do it. We do want gold as well, like, winning would also be nice. Keep in mind, enemies start with more HP. That's a very bad situation for us. 18 HP, 18 HP. I'm factoring the block in. So this will deal 10. This will deal 6. But whichever enemy gets this will also take 3 damage from being debuffed. And this is 0 energy. So let's wipe out the one with more HP first. No, you did. The power is not innate, you fool. Or, like, implicit, I should say. You know what? Hit me for 1. No, don't hit me for 1. You have 18 HP. You're gonna be fine. Take no damage. 1 HP saved us on the last run. I forgot. Sadistic nature is something you actually have to play. Who would have thought, right? Anyway, 18 HP is only 2 attacks because we have +3 strength. Good to remember. Because we have +3 strength, I think we still, we'll choose Riddle with holes here. Question marks are worth more than normal combat. That's what I'm gonna come to learn here. So we're gonna upgrade right off the bat. Anybody who picks remove a card here, you're making a terrible mistake, and I understand why, because remove is usually the best option. Here, upgrade, I've got to assume is the best. And right off the bat, dump a strike. We want to keep defense just because I'm a little nervous about what it means, you know, when enemies have +3 strength and maybe we got 1 × 5 coming from the birds a lot later on this run. You got to be careful, right? Gonna dust you. Gonna dust you. And look at that. Right off the bat, we've already got what seems to be a good combination, at least for floor 1. We want to add as many cards as possible because Mind Blast exclusively gets better the more that time goes on. The more that we get cards, I should say. So we're going to add a backflip, which is a good card. Way less worried about synergies than with just absolutely demolishing this fool on floor 1. Bad start. We drew a very, like, dead hand from an offensive standpoint. But I really, to be honest with you, I love the way this run looks right now. I think we're in an awesome situation. I think I like Blur here. Acrobatics is good if we start getting more, like, options that give us, like, discard enabling. I'll be happy with it, I think. So, right off the bat, eat it, eat it, Continue to eat it. We might like to block. We'll see. We're going to get a lot of gold from this guy. Well, we will probably not be doing much blocking, to be honest with you. You're very nearly dead. You'll probably die, and I think it's well worth using a fire potion to make it happen. Well, you might not die. So we're going to hit you with that, obviously. 555. You know what? We'll do it like that. We'll kill you next turn, or we'll kill you in 2 turns. I think it's fine either way. 49 HP. That is kind of at the level where I'd start to consider a rest to be pretty important. But let's see what our relic is. Frozen Egg. Whenever you add a power to your deck, it's upgraded. I think this is good because we're intending on adding a lot of cards. Cloak and Dagger is pretty nice with extra strength. We have another rest later. So I think I'm going to go here, fight this guy, because I want to go to a shop, even though the question mark is apparently worth more points. Alright, so let's hit him with a Sadistic. Yeah, get him with the Sadistic, Dad. We'll dump on this guy, because he's the only one that dies in 1 hit. We got 19 damage on the field. It's terrible. 18 HP, 22 HP, my lord. You're dealing 19 damage, so we can't really get there, you know what I mean? So let's get your armor away as soon as possible. Gonna level with you. I think a fire potion here is not a terrible idea. We'll roll over a little block, and then we'll hope to get a riddle with holes and just destroy you. You're so lucky. You don't even know. Well, I mean, you're dead, so you're not that lucky anymore, but you should have been dead faster. Dagger Throw, so good. Dagger Spray, a little bit more useful for situations of crowd control, which obviously we're very interested in. You have to take Dead Branch. And then out of these, we might want to add some more cards. I'll add another Blur. Because again, it just makes Mind Blast even better, plus Blur is already good. Pantograph. The start of boss combats heal 25. Really comes down to, do we want to fight the elite having not rested? Because we'll heal before the boss, so we'll have to see, I suppose. You don't have to die first. You have to die at some point, but you don't have to die first. Let's look at damage. So, we could do 18, 33, plus 7. So we could do 40 damage on turn 1, and then have 6 block on top of it. Because we have Riddle with holes, I think we dump on this Lord first. And maybe we can weaken this guy. We know we want to play this. 7 and 9. Okay, that's perfect. Oh, we exhausted a card, so we got another card. That's right. You know what? Instead of striking once, let's try to get a neutralize. We didn't get it, so I'm going to weaken you so I take no damage. Right. So Shivs plus Dead Branch are extremely good. Wow, it's not going to kill you. Let's just rest. We're going to take 4 damage no matter what. Does resting heal you to 100? No. We should still probably defend and then... Oh, right, we don't have anything else. That's okay. So we'll still heal for enough to be safe, I think, when we come up against the elite. But I'll just level with you. This isn't the way I preferred to go through this situation, but that's all right as well. So, you know what we're looking for, actually, is an Infinite Blades. It's innate. It gives us a Shiv, because it is upgraded as soon as we get it, thanks to the Frozen Egg. Dude, absolutely give me Pen Nib. Yeah. I love it. When you get the right kind of like Riddle with holes Pen Nib, this is going to be 10 out of 10. But yeah, and that also synergizes with Dead Branch when we exhaust a Shiv. So we're going to love that when it happens. So start there. Smack ya. We'd love to get Terror to make enemies vulnerable so that Mind Blast could potentially be even better. Strike you again. You're probably not dead next turn, but if we draw Riddle with holes... And maybe. If we draw Riddle with holes, you're going to be closer to death. 30 damage, plus another 14. Yeah, you're dead. Okay, good relic, please. Paper Crane, so good. Weakened enemies are even weaker. Infinite blades for certain because it becomes innate. Exactly what we asked for. Now we'd love to add an accuracy to this deck, no question. Regen, explosive. We will rest. Resting is not bad. It's just kind of a dead node for us. And then here, dude, you're in a totally okay situation. Just try to use Pen Nib with Riddle with Holes if you're lucky enough to get the chance. So, well, let's start Infinite Blades. Sadistic Nature. That's 1 attack, 2 attacks, 3 attacks. Exactly. Doesn't really matter, but we're hoping to draw Riddle with Holes on this turn. It would be 60 damage, which might be worth taking the whatever we would take in terms of the... Well, we would take 15 to do 60. I think that's completely okay. Oh, it only hit us once because you only get it on attacks. That's right. I don't know. I'm gonna just put it back in the deck. That's fine. When we draw it, we'll get a Dead Branch synergy. We're taking 7 damage. It's nothing. Nothing to worry about, at least. Okay, 22 damage. My God. Well, I think we should start incrementing Pen Nib. So we'll do that. It added a Dagger Spray to the deck, which is fine. We're hoping for a Neutralize here. That's 36 damage. Probably maybe the right time to drink a Regen Potion. Are we going to do 40 damage on this turn? No, absolutely not. Let's Footwork then. Backflip. Mind Blast for 17 is extremely nice. Follow it up with a Cloak and Dagger. And hit you with 2 Shivs, I think. Still gonna take some damage. It's a bit of a... Him having extra strength and multiple attacks is a little dicey. Let's just be real. He's definitely gonna transform if we hit him. We have to decide, do we want to hit him? And I think the answer is almost exclusively yes. So we do just get Pen Nib, but... On a strike, I should say, but that's okay. With extra decks, I feel like we should take this part of the game pretty conservatively. So we have 27 block. It's gonna get rolled over. Would you like to hit him for 14? I think so. And then we want the free block, absolutely. So we're gonna roll 16 block over to our next turn. It's okay. The problem with Riddle with Holes, by the way, is as you're noticing on a long fight, the fact that it gets exhausted is pretty... It doesn't get exhausted, it just took 100 years to come back around. Yeah, this is fine. We'll take 1 damage. And you know I'm looking at it like we could just use an explosive potion or something. I mean, why... Dude, put him in the position where he's just gonna die to an explosive potion, and then you have no risk. So we made it through the first floor, and I feel great about where we're at after the first floor. Yeah, no complaints so far. Keep adding cards, get good relics. I gotta be honest, I think we like Glass Knife. We don't have any skills that I'd consider like mission critical yet, so Glass Knife's burst damage is pretty great. I hate this. I know it's probably a little ignorant. This does nothing for us, so we'll take Eternal Feather, but that's like a D tier relic. I thought it was good for a while, but we have to rest when we go to every site, so this just makes our rests slightly better. So probably, there's like, I see 1 on both paths. We're only going to be able to fight 2, and the only way we're able to fight 2 is actually, it looks a little odd, but we got to veer to the right. So we have a very difficult stretch of land. This is good to plan for. If we want to get the highest score possible, the safest route, by the way, is here, here, here. You go up, fight an elite, and then rest. And then you continue going up and you do whatever you want because these guys aren't going to do anything to you. The hard but stronger path from a score standpoint, I think, is here. You do all the combat up to here, fight this elite. And then this is where it gets tough because you have no more choices. You would probably rest because you have no other option right now. Chest, fight, fight, fight. Another elite. then fight, then rest again. Pantograph can get us out of that, but dude, at this point, like, beating a daily is not that impressive, not to be rude to anybody, like myself included, but it's a tough one, huh? You have to play this. Probably on the one that's closest to death. We could always veer. You're dealing 40 damage. So, like, I'm not messing with you. Oh, good. Pen nib. Still deals 10. Okay. I'm not messing with you. There was no way for us to get the block that we were looking for. I don't know if the regen potion is worth it here. Automatically, after fighting these birds, I'm like, these are the toughest enemy on this floor if they have a strength bonus. We kind of need to take the easier path, I think. Just by looking at this, I'm like, the right thing to do is to take the easiest path. First off, you need to be destroyed, one way or the other. And then I don't really care about you. Like, you're going to get interrupted either way. Oh, and killed thanks to Slice. So the regen potion was a terrible play, in hindsight. See what you get at the shop. Maybe you get a relic that changes your mind. Upon pickup, choose an attack card at the start of each combat. This card will be in your hand. This is also good, by the way, but yes. So I'm going to put Riddle with Holes in my hand on every turn. We already have Mind Blast, so... I mean, Glass Knife, though, is 16 damage, which is actually 18 damage for 1 energy. And Riddle with Holes is 30 damage for 2 energy. Technically, this is better per energy, but this is probably going to matter more in most situations. I'm going to go with Riddle with Holes, but I don't think it's a major decision. We want Terror in this deck. Even if we thicken the deck, the point is it's always making Mind Blast better, so... rarely do we have extra energy to use Outmaneuver. Like, I'm looking at these and I'm like, they're not that good. Good Instincts, maybe, but when we draw it, it's kind of dead because it doesn't get exhausted. So I think that's it, unfortunately. We have one more combat before we have to make a decision, but I think we'll probably switch to the easier path just to try to guarantee our survival. Well, let's run the numbers. Mind Blast will deal 20. We can make it do 30, but 20 plus 30 will already kill this guy. So I think the way we want to do this is probably 20, 30, neutralize you. You're dealing 6. As much as I'd love to do like an Infinite Blades, it's way strong, or a Terror for that matter. It's way stronger to play the Blur and take 1 damage. We're really looking for strength gain. 23, huh? I don't think anything we get saves us. We could obviously get more block. Oh, you know what? This is just enough damage. I didn't run the numbers. Sadly, I think we like Outmaneuver the most. Yeah, I'm gonna veer to easy path for survival purposes. We can still... Oh, no, we can't come back, can we? Receive a relic, 50% chance become cursed. I'm willing to go for it. Play 3 skills in a single turn, deal 5 damage to all enemies. Unlikely to matter. We're probably gonna rest and then fight. We'll see what our HP's like. We could always play Infinite Blades, but I think maybe... Oh, we have Pen Nib immediately. Okay, so that's 60 damage. Oh, we'll just kill you. That's a beautiful situation. I know you're gonna hit me. I hate it, but this guy's gotta go. Honestly, I'm like, Quick Slash? Okay. And then right after that, let's take a quick little Blur and defend. It only I mean, it saves us a little. It uses a potion, but it puts us in a much better situation. This guy's, again, gonna start going for buffs and stuff like that, which are irrelevant, so... Terror, and a little Cloak and Dagger action, which I shouldn't have played until I saw what we got, but I was I'd forgotten that that's the way that that works, if I'm being real with you. I think we made the right decision to go on the easy side of things. It's always, I guess, debatable, but what's funny about it is that if we did make the right decision, it's going to look bad. We have another rest if we want one, so sure, let's rest first. And we already got enough, so, or close to enough. Alright, so we are at max. These might be the least annoying enemies to face on floor 1. I think we like... Then you absolutely have to go. But then we don't get to play a riddle with holes. It's still okay. I don't love it, but it... Oh, you're dealing 27... Hold up. I was like, on turn 1, you're not supposed to hit. Okay, we looked for a neutralize, and we did not get one. So, I mean, Infinite Blades is super nice, but we're still looking for a neutralize. Sadistic Nature is fine, but okay, I guess we'll take 27 damage. Good lord. That's why you should probably look at enemy intents. I still think we probably would have done the same decision, but... Wow. Okay, that actually, now that I look at it, I'm like, 39 damage. The only reason we did that was thanks to Pen Nib. Otherwise, we would have kept rolling with footwork. But at least we got unattack that's not bad to roll on a Pen Nib opportunity. You're dealing 27 damage again? Can you just not, though? With this guy being vulnerable, I really think you just crack on him until he dies. You're dealing 19 damage. We have a question mark after this. We can hope for the best. We're only taking 14. Maybe this run's not quite as good as I originally thought. Glass Knife's gonna do a number on you. Man, that's not what we're looking for, but you're still dead. Could have gone better. Tori is super good. I think we like Cloak and Dagger, especially it being upgraded right off the bat. The question mark basically determines where we go. Remove a card from your deck or upgrade all strikes and defense. Because we have a curse, I may wish to remove it. We will probably make our deck thick enough that it doesn't matter. And I think we're just going to go rest. Unfortunately, I wish we didn't have to. Card removal is cheap. This is my pick for probably the worst relic in the game. It might save you 100 gold over the course of an entire run, but it probably will save you 25. So, just a horrendous relic. In my opinion. 23 plus 30 literally is like just enough to get you. Then you make a decision, and my decision here is Infinite Blades, because you're a little bit of a longer fight. Alright, so Tori is a super useful card for us against enemies that do a lot of damage, or I should say a little bit of damage times a lot of attacks, which doesn't necessarily describe you. Right now I would describe you by saying you essentially do nothing. I am going to accept that there's going to be some dazes added to the deck, and I think I can live with it. For now, you're pretty unlikely to die on the next turn. 16 damage. That's a lot. No Pen Nib coming to save us. Well, I don't love it. Give me 2 blocks, and I'll hit you, and I'll hit you again. You're going to be at 33. We only take 6 damage, which is enough to not be alarmed, I would say. We remain weak for about 100 more turns. So this is 16 damage, which is decent. We know we're going to want to play this regardless. We only need to hit you for 15 total. We're not going to get there. So we play this. Oh, actually, thanks to Cloak and Dagger Plus, we will get there. Not only Cloak and Dagger Plus, but then Glass Knife as well off of the Dead Branch play, which I should probably be paying more attention to. I'm gonna take Endless Agony because the exhaust synergy on Endless Agony could... It's 0, and we get a new card coming out of it as well. Rather than heal, I would like to choose a card to add. And I gotta say, accuracy is pretty tempting. Leg sweep's good, skewer's good, but we don't really have the energy to justify it, I think. Yeah, let's take accuracy. On a long fight, having accuracy plus infinite blades plus is extremely good, I think. Very useful. Ancient tea set. Helpful on this boss, hopefully. I'm a little scared. Okay, I think this is actually good. So we are going to get a pen nib. We want to use it on Riddle with Holes because it'll get a kill. So target 2 different enemies. Or let me put it this way. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So I think this is how we want to do it. And I know you're going to be like, play terror. I don't think it's necessary because of exhaustion here. How much damage? This is going to do 60. Okay, here's how it works. You. Okay. Riddle with Holes gets the kill. Thanks to Pen Nib. Endless Agony once more. You're at 9 HP. Add 2 shivs to your hand. Because they get exhausted, this is very tempting, and I think it may well be worth more than if we had played Infinite Blades. It really depends if the fight goes on for 2 more turns. But anyway, we have 1 enemy now who's going to be gaining 3 strength per turn. That sucks, but he's not that strong yet. Okay, I think we want to accuracy, which now makes Infinite Blades a much better play, admittedly. We're taking no damage this turn, but we don't necessarily benefit from that. But we're really looking for like a Cloak and Dagger plus on this draw. Didn't get it, but let's see. 22 damage plus 14 plus, yeah, we got enough. Barely, but it worked. I honestly think I'm like never gonna be sad to have a deflect. We have to rest, unfortunately, because we're gonna rest anyway thanks to Pantograph. But all right, let's do it, dude. We're 27 minutes in on the second boss. That's troubling for me because I feel like it's not that good. 1, 2. Okay, so we can hit a Riddle with Holes. Do like a Slice, a Mind Blast, a Riddle with Holes for 60, Infinite Blades for certain. No Blur, but now when we play accuracy, we're gonna love it because it's gonna be like 12 damage a shiv or something. All right, well, right off the bat, I do like a Neutralize to get rid of your debuff, but we probably want to focus these guys first, which means Neutralize is maybe a better play in that direction. Let's start with some Endless Agonies because they do give us the exhaustion. I don't think 1,000 cuts is worth it in this situation, but I will like 100% play a die. Okay, throw an accuracy in there. Now we're looking at it like these deal 10 damage each. So this will definitely kill you. You're still gonna hit me for 20. I think I can live with taking 20 damage on this turn. You're at 190, which it's not even gonna be 20 now that I think about it. Not very good right now. Not very good at all. So you're gonna deal 14 damage. I killed one of you. The other one's gonna steal a card. Dude, honestly, I'm happy to be getting Glass Knife next turn. I would have preferred to create a situation in which Tori is better for us, but sure, there's 10 damage. We'd have to backflip. I can't kill you any other way right now. Well, Poison, which we might actually resort to. Cloak and Dagger. 10 damage. We have Pen Nib available. It's such a waste, but Pen Nib to get the kill. I wish we could use Glass Knife. We can't. You're gonna buff yourself. I don't care. You're already almost half dead. 6 strength up is bad. We have 3 strength up, but that doesn't really mean much when it comes to our... Ooh, that's super useful. When it comes to our block ability, you know? So we definitely... Dash is like our highest value card. You're still going to deal 16 damage right now. I think our best option is probably to aim for a weak. Didn't get it. That's okay. I think we're still operating from a relatively strong position of power. Oh, we neutralized one of those attacks thanks to Tori. That's really good. So accuracy, again, is disgustingly good. And Deflect is free. And Shiv is damage. Terror is not going to do much. As much as I like Phantasmal Killer, Glass Knife is a pretty good card to play. So I think we play Glass Knight Blur. Roll over 11 block to the next turn. Phantasmal Killer, if we draw Riddle with Holes, especially if we can get a Pen Nib going, it's definitely the right call. But honestly, I feel like the Blur may have saved us more than we originally anticipated. 54. We would probably like to start blocking. So we could play 2 blocks. But you know me. Kind of want to see what my options are. Okay, well, you've made yourself clear. 21 will take 33 damage. I think we're better off trying to get 2 Pen Nib by the next turn. Knowing we're not going to die here, even if only by 7 HP. He takes a turn off. We're looking for Pen Nib, Riddle with Holes. Didn't get it. Dude, we're shivving for 30 damage. I think we have to do it. I'm just gonna tell you. If this guy lives... Oh, he can't live. We have a shiv. He can't live. We have a shiv. Oh, okay. So we're gonna win here. Oh. Not bad, but pretty close to complete oblivion. Storm of Steel is our enabler here. Straight up, give me 3 curses, 3 relics. Philosopher's Stone is too dangerous in my opinion, even though the energy's nice. Normality, normality, writhe. Art of War sucks. Calipers probably sucks. I think we probably ate it here, but it's still a positive, especially once we get those cards removed. So we want to hit shops. Basically, I'm not worried about score now. I'm worried about shops. 685 gold. No matter what, if we want to get to a shop, we have to fight 3 enemies. We have to fight 4 enemies, no matter what, if we want to get to a shop early. So let's go 2, remove. Yeah, this is the best option. Even though we have an innate curse, that's not that bad. Normality could crush us. What we want to do... I'm just looking to see if we can get the Pen Nib. Deflect 7, 8. No, we can't get the Pen Nib, so we should just destroy you. Out of these, I'd rather have innate blades, honestly. I still think we can win this run. Easily is a bit of a stretch, but I still think we can win this run without too much hassle. If I could just get you to end your own life, that would be fine. But instead, we have to waste Pen Nib, but okay. Choke sort of works. We do have some turns in which, thanks to Dead Branch, we can play a decent amount. But 3 energy per turn at this point in the game is kind of a rough situation, to be honest with you. Oh, I love this. Okay, so... let's start on the guy that has the least HP. Oh, normality, though! Well, if we can only play 3 cards... it's relatively simple, unfortunately. This has gotta go. So if we can only play 3 cards. Take out the guy doing the most damage. Give yourself a shiv per turn. See you later. Yeah, that stinks. Gonna poison them both. On the bright side, we drew both normalities on turn 1. On the negative side, we took just an outrageous amount of damage. It's not as good as using an accuracy. And then I really think it's like Shiv. We gotta make sure you get taken out. Storm of Steel. Each one of these does 12 damage. I gotta hit you with 3 of them, unfortunately. We do get exhaustions out of them. Could be okay. You still need 1 more, unfortunately. This is okay. One's gonna come back. This guy's gonna have poison that lingers for a while. Don't get too absurd. Nothing to concern ourselves with to a great degree. I'd like you to go. So let's make you vulnerable first. Prepared is really useful if we somehow draw a curse, which I don't think can happen. Dump a defend. We don't need it. You're going to die. Nice. Lucky, but nice. Absolutely a second riddle with holes. Okay, we do get to go to the shop. This is important. We certainly want to remove normality. Can't get another one. Bummer. We definitely want Gremlin Horn. We definitely want Bag of Marbles, because the damage on turn 1 is going to be outrageous. 9 damage, 9 cards, I should say, on turn 1 is amazing. Although, upon pickup, choose a skill card. At the start of the turn, this will be in your hand. It's kind of tempting to roll, like, Terror. I mean, I guess you would look at it and you go, Storm of Steel. Okay, well, Storm of Steel. If you dump it out of your hand, you'd get... Because you're definitely going to play Mind Blast and... I mean, you dump Riddle with Holes, maybe, but you need an accuracy out of it. It just seems... If you could make an accuracy innate, it might be worth it. But I think you start 9 cards, and then you see, okay... To be honest, I sort of look at this and I go, well, 8 plants is definitely worth adding. I think a 3rd accuracy is... I think a 4th accuracy is fine. We still have 100. It only costs 50 to use this, so we wouldn't mind adding, like, a Cloak and Dagger. You know what? I'll add a Deflect as well. Why are we adding so many cards? Mind Blast plus Vulnerability early on is very tempting. Okay, so you have to go. We're so far away from Pen Nib. 32. 34, oh my lord. Give me a Cloak and Dagger for some block. 51. You're so lucky. When receiving attack damage, does 3 damage back. That doesn't... I don't know how to take that. It's like, you're easy to take out is the thing. I don't really mind if you live, either. Might even... The thorns are annoying. I can live with this. Especially, I forgot Gremlin Horn hooks us up. Give me another Cloak and Dagger. I'm just gonna be honest. I'm gonna give you a Riddle with Holes. That's still only... We take 15 damage and it does 45. That's horrible. We'd still like to neutralize, so we'll neutralize you, because we don't take a penalty for it. We might just kill you. That might be the most advisable. Okay, backflip means we take no damage. We can't play Riddle with Holes, either of them. 16, no, definitely. Okay, this is right. I firmly believe this is right. Alright, we take no damage this turn. We roll over enough block to hit him hard next turn. A little bit, at least. Normality. Garbage. I hate it. I'm gonna hit you. I'm gonna hit you again. And I'm gonna... Oh, right, that's choke cost 2. I should have played accuracy, but so be it. We had normality, so we had no other options regardless. No block, huh? Wonderful. Well, let's not ruin Pen Nib, and we'll take 6 damage. I wish it weren't like that, but it means that on the next fight, we can get into some serious, like, incredible damage right off the bat. So with a 41 card deck and Pen Nib, this is a 70 damage turn 1 for 0 energy. We'll definitely play well laid plans. We don't have much in the way of defense, unfortunately. I think you play Blur and defend. Give yourself some kind of, like, control here. Should probably take you close enough to death that you're dead next turn. And then Dagger Spray is, like, almost unplayable. I'd rather... Oh, we can retain 2? Give me these. Ah, that's, like, so tough to justify. So is this, though, like... Dagger Spray is also horrendous for us. Alright, just don't attack next turn so I can actually get a decent rest going here, please. Yeah, thank you. You can only play 3 cards. Out of these 3, what would you like to do? Normally, I would probably consider our best block first, which is Blur, although we're gonna ruin it. And then, I was gonna say our best attack, but we don't have a best attack. So give me a backflip real quick. I'll level with you. There you go. 5 damage to each. And what do we want next turn? We'll still continue to hold Dagger Spray. Maybe... No, we want the most damage possible. Shiv might have been better because it's 0 energy, but Strike is more damage. So I can get 3 attacks and take 1 damage. It's not that bad right now. Oh, because of Art of War, we also have more energy. That's a valid point. We need to draw quickly because we have no block. Remember, we have multiple means through which to draw. Yeah. Never gonna play Dagger Spray in all likelihood. So throw Sadistic Nature out there. Accuracy is super useful. 12 damage. You're not hitting us. We can hit you twice without suffering, so let's get an exhaust synergy going and see what we get. Poison for 3 energy. I'll admit we probably want to apply it, or we probably do want to apply it. I can hit you once more. Now I can hit you twice more. So I'll give you a Shiv. I'll give you a Shiv. I could kill you. No. Yes, I can kill you. I can kill you for 2 damage. Honestly, it's gonna seem ridiculous. I'd rather roll the dice, probably get you next turn. I need like a single block for it to be worth it, which amazingly we did not get. Alright, so I look like the fool. Well, no, I don't. I probably should have played 3 skills if possible, but okay, so he continues to get stronger, but it doesn't matter. We didn't take any damage on that turn. All we need is a couple of blocks on this turn, and it totally worked. What a world. Just to be safe. Might have overthought that one, but Flying Knee is also good. You know what? Yeah. Storm of Steel is a great enabler, depending on when it shows up, but forget elites. We're worried about survival now. The only question is there? No, there's no more shops. Okay. So we can't remove any cards from our deck unless we... question marks. There's only 1 question mark on this path. So we're going to dodge this elite to fight here. Hit as many question marks as possible and hope we get some card removal, because, to be honest with you, Normality could ruin a run. Who are we fighting? Who's our final boss? Dunno, right? Yeah. Normality could ruin a run. I mean, right here, it's ruining our first turn. What do you do on turn 1? Your highest value attacks. So we would like to... This will be 60. This will become 72. We're going to choke. Riddle. And then Mind Blast. All things considered, a really, really good turn when you can only play 3 cards. Unlikely we'll find ourselves in that position in all circumstances. 28. That's no good. We got no accuracy, but we'll start with well-laid plans. I'll slash it for draw. 6 block? No, that's okay. Let's get 12 attack. It's 15. My mistake. I can live with it. We didn't have many other options, is the unfortunate part. This is just regular combat, so actually, now that I'm looking at it, ugh. Little scared. We have Tori. This is an okay situation in which to have Tori. Let's start here. Well-laid plans, just dump it. Tools of the trade. The problem is, like, it's not horrible, but, like, It doesn't give us as much as we'd like. We only get 3 block and 5 damage. So we block 1, yeah, and then take 8. Or we block all but 1 and then take 8. So this guy's a real nightmare right now. We don't need deflect on this turn. Our penalties are gone starting on the next turn, which is extremely nice. Let's weaken you for as long as possible. Oh, pen nib. Okay, so you're actually done. Oh, I don't know about this one. Be a calculated gamble. We're going to ignore, again, score irrelevant, survival important. Lose all gold, gain a relic. It makes enemies weak for 1 turn. We have nothing else to ever spend our gold on, barring good question marks, so I'm not happy necessarily, but I think it's okay. Gold coin just gave us another 300 right after, so I think a little bit better. Definitely just gain 100 gold, even though gaining 100 or 250 are both probably going to be irrelevant. Lose curse. Lose curse. Out of all these, honestly, take survivor. Slice, in some situations, seems like it's going to be the right call. Again, we only have 3 energy. It's not as much as I'd like. Take normality. Find a way to remove normality, please. We're in the thick of it right now. Oh, man. Okay, so right off the bat, you've been outrageously debuffed. We're not going to hit pen nib. 36 damage. So predominantly, 16? Yeah, it's going to be 16 either way, right? 12? 18, you're so lucky. Hit you with one of these. Another infinite blades. If we had accuracy, which we could still get. And venom. It's not that good, I think, in our current deck. In some situations, it would be awesome. Our strength is up 3. So if we play Cloak and Dagger, we get a kill, but it costs us 1 energy for block we don't necessarily need. So instead, I'm going to kill you. We'll get the Gremlin Horn bonus. Okay, Sadistic Nature. Might as well. We should have played Well-Laid Plans earlier, so our deck wasn't as busted, but I am going to play Cloak and Dagger just to enable a Shiv, and the block that we get, we draw more cards, so we're not mad about it. Have I discarded a card this turn? I don't think so. So, I'm still trying to hit, like, pen nib, and I'm not sure if I can get there, but we'll weaken you long term. Flying me. Mind Blast. Riddle with holes. Great combat. Had a lovely time. Pen nib's going to be available early into our next combat. Throw me a slice, even though I think it's largely kind of an undervalued card. You're very lucky you exist. Otherwise, I'd have pen nib super early in our next fight, but more power to you, I suppose. 3 energy. Usually, you're going to want to use that on a Mind Blast. So I'll tell you what. You're going to start with a Riddle with holes. Mind Blast is going to deal 111 damage. Surely I was just going to say, there's some way to get to 14 damage, and there is. You dust him, you quick slash, totally fine. All of these are bad, and at least for us. Okay, well, I'm proud of this run in many ways. We've made it to the final boss. I think we could have been in a better situation. These guys having artifact, like protection, is very bad for us. But they have lost all of that right off the bat. But they aren't vulnerable, which would be nice for us. So we definitely, I think it's productive. First off, take both of those. I think it's productive to use accuracy. And then we gotta run the numbers. I mean, we're gonna play this 37 damage for 0, obviously. But our shivs are gonna deal 9 damage. No, wait. 9 plus 3, they're gonna deal 12 damage each. Let's be smart. You wanna play Infinite Blades, and you definitely wanna play Mind Blast. Then the question becomes, do you play like, you probably do throw 5 block in there for free, right? And then Sadistic Nature I actually think is not that great because we don't have too many cards that it works for. Let me put it this way, Sadistic Nature, in order to work, in order to be better than getting a Shiv out of it, we need to apply 4 debuffs, which might happen, but getting this damage earlier might be more important. So I do think we ignore Riddle with Holes. We play Storm of Steel, and we just go to town. More 0 energy cards, please. Okay, we tried. We're still going to take a lot of damage on turn 1, and there's going to be a buff, but we have Pen Nib available for the next turn. I think that was the right way to play it. I think that's the line. Weaken, please. No normality. Okay, you have to be weakened for our long-term survival. Honestly, it's not a great Pen Nib, but it buys us some time. 16, so actually it's not going to be 16 damage, because our first one, thanks to Tori, is only going to do 1. 2 Dazes in our deck is not worth very much. You're dealing 38 damage, which sucks, but hey, neutralize. You're dealing 18 damage. Still kind of sucks, but Blur, Strike, Flying Knee. Straight up, I think you go Blur Defend. I got my hopes up. The problem is this guy is going to do a debuff. Or sorry, a buff, I should say. You're no longer weak. It would be so nice to kill you on this turn. We know we want to shiv you. We know we want to... Oh, dude, hooking me up with a backstab. We know we want to slice you. Glass knife you. But let's start with Quick Slash. Deflect for free. Throw it out there. 45 damage. This is 22. Take the Swift Potion. 9 damage. I can do 19 damage. You are so lucky. No. I can deal 20 damage. You're so lucky. We're going to be real light in just a second here. Normality, please just F off forever. So this is a lethal turn for us, obviously. We have Pen Nib. Thank you, Gremlin. I don't know. Please. Okay. 44. If you lose 2 strength, you'll be dealing 20, and then you'll be made weak. We'll do 10-10. Our first turn will take 1. Second one will take 10. That's too much. We want to slice you either way, so get that out of there. If we block once, got 11 block. Weaken you, 1 strength. 21 times 2 is 42 damage. Then you're weak. Probably do an 11-11. The only way I see it happening. I think we still die because we take 9 damage. My math might have been slightly screwy. I gotta level with you. I'm still proud of the way we played today. We had to play well to do okay. And we did okay. That was a fun daily. I had a good time. We leaned on Mind Blast early. Didn't work out. Life goes on. I had a good time. For now, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. It helps it a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.